Hello everyone, this is Harshita Suresh and this is my 9th module on active and passive voice. So about myself, I am studying BSc Electronic Media and I aspire to become a journalist and designer. I am an ardent grammar Nazi, I love music and I love binging TV shows. So here is what we will be covering today. We will be doing exercises on active and passive voice and there will be a final recap of whatever we've done in the previous modules. So here are the answers to the previous exercise that was in the last module. Identify if the following sentences have transitive or intransitive verbs. First question, he slept the whole day. He slept the whole day, which is an intransitive verb. He slept is a full sentence. The whole day is just an extra additional information, so that is intransitive. The second sentence, the guide showed us the way. This is transitive because the guide showed. That is not a full sentence, it doesn't make sense. So show is a transitive verb. Third sentence, Ram met Jay yesterday. Again, Ram met is not a complete sentence. It doesn't give you a complete idea, not fully structured. So hence, met or meet is a transitive verb. Fourth sentence, you must go now. You must go. You go is a full sentence on its own. Hence, go is intransitive. Fifth sentence, the snake bit the hunter. The snake bit the hunter. The snake bit doesn't give you a full idea, full sentence, hence bite is transitive. Sentence number 6, Sham was chased by a dog. Sham was chased by a dog. So if you realize this sentence is in passive, right? The other sentences were in active voice. Sham was chased by a dog. Now you translate it into active voice. A dog chased Sham. So it is transitive. The very fact that you're able to convert it into a passive voice, or the very fact that there is a passive voice in this sentence, it means it is a transitive verb. Chase is a transitive verb. Seventh sentence, she sang us an old song. She sang us an old song, and this is intransitive. Now let's revise. So let's start from the very beginning. Active voice. Active voice describes a sentence wherein the subject performs the action stated by the verb. So in an active sentence, the person or thing responsible for the action in the sentence comes first. So active voice, in an active voice sentence, the subject comes first and the doer of the action is emphasized. The action is being done. For example, Meera won the race. The race here is just the object. It is not of any point of importance. Meera winning at something, Meera won the race is our most important part of the sentence. Hence, it is an active voice. Passive voice. In passive voice sentences, the subject is acted upon by the verb. The subject is acted upon by the verb. In a passive sentence, the person or thing acted on comes first and the actor is added at the end, introduced with the preposition by. So the fact that the race was won is the highlight of the sentence. Who did it? Who won the race? Meera is not the highlight, unlike that in the case of an active voice. So the race being won is our important thing. Race here is the subject, Meera here is the object, was won is your verb. So now let's look into the difference between active and passive voices. So there are a few differences, very jarring differences which will make it easier for you to figure out which is an active and which is in passive voice. So first point, there is an auxiliary verb attached to the main verb when a sentence is in active voice and it's converted to passive. So there is an auxiliary verb attached to the main verb. Let's see. The cat chased the rat. This is an active voice. Cat here is the subject, rat object, chased is the verb. Now let's look at the passive voice of this sentence. The rat was chased by the cat. The preposition by is there making this passive voice. Was chased. Was is the auxiliary verb which is an attachment to the main verb chased. So that is our first difference. Second point, the verb needn't always be the same when a sentence is converted from active to passive voice. It either takes the same or similar form according to the situation. Let me repeat, the verb needn't always be the same when a sentence is converted from active to passive voice. It either takes the same or similar form according to the situation. Let's take an example. The old man wrote his will. This is an active voice. The old man wrote his will. Wrote is the simple past tense of the verb write, right? The will was written by the old man. So here you need to understand, write is our simple verb. Wrote is the simple past of the verb write. And written is the past participle. Written is the past participle. So in a passive voice sentence, there will be an auxiliary verb, that was point 1. And the second point is that the main verb changes into the past participle form of the verb write. So write, wrote, written. So was written. The will was written by the old man. Point number 3. When the verb is changed from active to passive voice, the object in the active voice becomes a subject in the passive and vice versa. Now this is best explained with an example. Jane rode on the horse. Jane rode on the horse. Active voice. So Jane here is our subject. Horse here is our object. Rode, simple past of the verb ride. That is our verb. Now let's see the passive voice of this sentence. The horse was ridden by Jane. The horse was ridden by Jane. So our point 1 was there will be an auxiliary verb. Second point was past participle of the verb ride, which is ridden. So was ridden, and then there is a preposition by. Was ridden by. Now Jane here is a subject, that is this point. It becomes the object in the passive voice, and horse, which was the object in the active voice, becomes the subject in the passive voice. So an interchanging happens. Subject becomes object, object becomes subject. So now the next thing we're going to recap is how we convert active to passive voice or vice versa. So let's take up one example to explain this in the best way. There are 3 main steps. Step number 1, move the object to the subject position and drop the previous subject. What was the previous subject? I iron clothes. I here is the subject. Iron is the verb and clothes is the object. Very simple structured sentence. I iron clothes. So the previous subject is I, and we're going to drop that in the new sentence. Now as we've been talking about, in intermediary sentences like this one, it's not going to make any sense. It's very hilarious and weird, but we have to stick on to it till the end, till we get the proper structure of the passive voice sentence. So clothes, which was the object here, will move on to the subject's place, and the verb just remains the same. So clothes iron, we drop I, which was the subject. So clothes iron. Doesn't make any sense. Bear with me till the next step. Step number 2. Change the verb to the passive form, making sure that it takes the same tense as the verb in the active voice. So now we're going to change the verb. I iron clothes. Clothes be ironed. Any be form of the verb, but it doesn't make sense here. This is in present, simple present tense. So clothes, which is in plural, so you can't have is, so you have are. So clothes are ironed. So this is an example of passive voice without the subject, as in without the previous subject. By whom? The object is missing, right? So clothes are ironed. Step number 3, now we're going to add the subject in the object's place, the previous subject, that is me, I. Clothes are ironed by I doesn't make any sense. Since it's in the object's place, I becomes me. But it denotes the same thing, right? So clothes are ironed by me. So this is the new passive voice sentence that we've changed from active. Here clothes are the subject, are ironed verb, by is the preposition, and me is the object. Are here is the auxiliary verb which is supporting the main verb ironed. So now we have a last exercise for you guys. So please freeze the screen and convert them. Convert the following sentences into active voice. Sentence number 1. The building was damaged by the fire. The building was damaged by the fire. Sentence number 2. The minister was welcomed by the subjects. The minister was welcomed by the subjects. Sentence number 3. The letter was posted by Alice. The letter was posted by Alice. Sentence number 4. By whom were you taught French? By whom were you taught French? Sentence number 5. We will be blamed by everyone. We will be blamed by everyone. The answers to this would be put up in the next module. And so will the other half of the recap. Please rate, review, recommend and share. This is Harshita Suresh signing off. Thanks a million.